All right, real fast before I got a couple things to do. Real fast. I do agree with retired FBI agent mccray. I do agree with him uh, on his points. Just because one of the Idaho 4 victims had more stab wounds than the other does not mean that they were the target. I agree with that. I said that a while back. It don't mean they were targeted. It could have been a target, but it don't mean that person was specifically targeted. Now, as you all know, there was two of them sleeping in the same bed. The intruder might not have seen that there was two people sleeping there. He went, tried to started killing one of them. One of them probably made noise, woke the other one up. She might have tried to fight off the intruder, which that would cause more wounds. So we can't jump to any conclusions. I agree with McKay on that, mccray. I really do. He is right. We don't know who the targeted person was, although Maddie or Kaylee had more stab wounds than the others, but they both were sleeping in the same bed. And that does make sense. The intruder might not have seen her laying in the bed if all the lights were off. That's another thing. We don't know if the lights were left on or off. You think they're going to bed. Now, remember, Maddie was very drunk. Maddie was very drunk. She looked drunk in the video of the food truck. Okay. So if she was that drunk and they went home, they probably ate and what? Probably passed out. She was stumbling all over. Now, I hope they did a good autopsy and I hope they checked for toxicology to make sure she wasn't slipped a roofie or what was in her system that night. But this guy might have been tracking her through the phone, maybe at the bar that they went to or the frat party. Someone slipped her something. He was tracking her the whole time. He probably didn't. He probably, we don't know. We all we could do is try and get in the head of the killer. That's all we could do. Could he have slipped one of them a roofie, thinking that there would only be one there? And when he actually got into the house, he found out that there was 4 or 5 people that lived there. That's possible. But I do agree with the FBI agent on YouTube, the ex FBI agent, that we really can't jump to conclusions because just because one person had more stabbing marks don't mean that they were the target. And he's right about that. And here's the thing, they're hoping he cut himself. But if this guy's a professional, he probably was wearing gloves, maybe thick gloves, where, maybe Carhartt gloves, where even if he did poke his hand, it wouldn't go through. We don't know. I mean, there's so many theories. It's interesting, very interesting. And it really ain't interesting. It's sick and disgusting. And I'm going back to entertainment and sexfine.info, hot photos of my sister. No, I don't want to see hot photos of your sister. I'm sorry, but I must remove you from this chat. You're welcome here as a human being, but as a sex bot, you're not welcome. Sorry. And there he went. All right. And for some of you YouTubers out there that now are complaining that your views are going down, you've been keeping track of your numbers. Yeah, it's happened to me. I don't know how many subs. And then one day I woke up and I only had 200 subs. It's climbing again, but I imagine it's hackers. They're probably, it's like the mafia. Every 5 views you get, they take one view. It's like anything. Every sub you get, they take one sub or two subs or whatever. You know, it's happened to me. It's hackers, probably YouTubers too. That's the thing. It's a cyber organization. They're stealing views, they're stealing subs, they're stealing all kinds of stuff from us. The fleecing of America, right? I don't know. All right, I just wanted to get that out. I do agree with that uh, ex FBI agent that, yeah, just because he just put out another video. Well, News Nation did, but they talked to him and he said the same thing. But just because there was more wounds on Kaylee, don't mean she was the target. She might have fought back more than the other one that was drunk, you know, or passed out. So that does make sense. Everyone's still a suspect, and it's an ongoing case, folks. There's some people saying that it could have been a planned hit. There was no target. Somebody in that house wanted to kill somebody. And that's true. It could have been one of the ex-boyfriends. That's true too. Could have been the neighbor walking the dog, Jeremy. That's true. Could have been numerous things. Could have been the boyfriend, the ex-boyfriend that lived right across the street. Could have been. Could be a lot of things. It could be the family members might be wrapped up into politics, and this was a politic hit or something. Could be. We don't know. Will we ever know? Hopefully we do. God bless everybody and have a good day and love everybody.